flow through hollow air, like it's singing for those not there. The night stretches thin and wide, where forgotten souls still hide. No stars above, just fading light, like the sky forgot how to ignite. And somewhere between the dark and dust, I hear a song that lost its trust. I walked into the quiet plain, where memory dissolves in rain. No roads behind, no path ahead, just echoes of the barely dead. The names were carved into the ground, but the wind kept rubbing them out of sound. Like every story ever told was slowly turning into cold. I called out once, I called again, but the answer broke before it began. Just fragments drifting through the grave of voices that forgot to stay. And in that space where silence grew, I swear the air remembered you. Like every breath the world lets fall still carries ghosts inside it all. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and every voice I thought was mine was just the echo left behind. I saw a figure in the mist with fading edges. I couldn't resist it, reached for me without a hand, like it belonged to shifting sand. It spoke in tones I almost knew, like something I had lived right through. But every word dissolved to air before I could remember where. The ground beneath it lost its shape, like reality forgot its state. And I realized with sinking dread, it wasn't living, it wasn't dead. The world don't hold what it once did, it lets the broken stay half hidden. Every step I take to find just leaves more silence behind. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and every voice I thought was mine was just the echo left behind. I passed a field of empty coats, still hanging like forgotten notes. No bodies there, no breath, no sound, just history that won't stay bound. A child's laugh turned into wind before it even could begin, and every joy I tried to hold just turned into something cold. The more I walked, the less I knew if I was lost or passing through, and every answer that I chased just disappeared without a trace. And then I saw it crystal clear, the lost are never truly here. They're just the spaces left behind inside a fractured, fading mind. And maybe I was always part of every vanished, broken heart, just one more note inside the song of everything that can't belong. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and now I know the truth is mine. I was the echo left behind. Now I drift where the silence grows, through places only absence knows. No name, no face, no final end, just songs that never quite suspend. And if you listen in the night, between the dark and dying light, you might just hear what I became. Another voice without a name. The wind still sings, it never stops, through empty fields and broken lots, and all that's left where I once stood is the song of the lost, misunderstood. There's a forest that don't answer when the wind moves through the trees, just a stillness made of patience, like it's holding memories. And the air feels thick but empty, like it knows what it has heard, but it never speaks about it, never offers up a word. Yeah. I walked in without direction, no sound but my own pace, like I was trying to forget something that I couldn't quite erase. Every branch above me bending, but not breaking, not too much, like the world had learned to witness without ever needing touch. Then it happened without a warning, not a build-up, not a sign, just a moment where the silence got divided by a line. No echo that can hold it, no return to what it was, and every breath that follows after feels like it's missing, 'cause it was a gunshot in the quiet pines tonight. No wrong declared, no clear right, just something cutting through the air that still refuses to repair. Oh, I stood still, I didn't move, let the moment start to prove that every silence I once knew was only waiting for this through. The trees don't run or shatter, they just carry what is past, like they understand that breaking isn't something that can last. There's no judgment in the branches, no reaction in the ground, just a settling of the distance where the silence used to sound. I look around for meaning, but the forest doesn't care. It just holds the single moment, like it's always been there. No truth to chase, no blame to give, just something that won't let me live. And every step I try to take feels like it's already late. It was a gunshot in the quiet pines I see. It was never just for me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed suspended in the tide. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the forest followed me, and every path I thought was gone just led me back into the sound. Now I don't run from echoes, let them settle where they fall. There's no ending in the hearing, just a stillness after all. And it isn't punishment rising, it's just consequence in there. Like a truth that once was hidden, now it's simply everywhere. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't the sound that breaks you down, it's what still lingers all around. Every silence you disturb becomes a part of what you heard. And forests don't forget the sound, they keep it buried in the ground. So every step you think is clean still carries what you bear. It was a gunshot in the pines, I know. It never really let me go. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed alive inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight. Let the silence take the night, and every breath I thought was mine was shaped by that dividing line. Now the forest feels the same still, but I don't hear it that way. Like something changed without changing and never went away. And if you ever hear a quiet that feels too sharp to ignore, don't assume it fades to nothing. It might be what it was before. Sky turned red like it knew my name, like it came to wash the shame. The wind went quiet, the world went still, like it was waiting on my will. The moon hung low, too sharp to pray, like it had something it meant to say. And every shadow on the ground felt like it was gathering sound. I walked alone through broken pines, where the night rewrites all lines. No stars to guide, no light to trust, just blood red glow on fading dust. The air was thick with things unsaid, like the world itself was barely fed on all the truths I tried to bury, deep enough to never carry. But the earth don't keep what's meant to rise, it pushes it back through every lie. And every step I tried to take felt like a memory awake. I heard my heartbeat split in two, like it didn't know what to do. And every breath I tried to keep just pulled me closer to the deep. This is my blood moon confession, written in sin and resurrection. No holy hands, no sacred flame, just me and everything I became. Oh, I tried to like it had been waiting there. The dirt felt warm, too warm to lie, like something underneath still cries. A voice came soft from nowhere near, but louder than anything I hear. It spoke my name without a sound, like it was carved into the ground. The trees leaned in, the air grew thin, like the night was pulling in. And everything I tried to hide came back standing at my side. No judgment came, no angel's call, just the truth that knows us all. And every lie I ever knew began to bleed right through. This is my blood moon confession. No mercy left, no resurrection, just open wounds beneath the sky. And everything I can't deny. Oh, I tried to run, but now I see there's nowhere left that isn't me. And every truth I tried to flee now stands here inside of me. I saw my past in shifting shade, every choice I ever made. Not as memory, not as dream, but something living in between. They didn't speak, they didn't move, just stood there like they always knew that I would end up here tonight, underneath that bleeding light. And in their silence I could feel a truth too heavy to conceal. Not punishment, not fate, not fate, just everything I didn't break. It ain't the moon that makes me bleed, it's every buried thought and deed. Every truth I locked away, finally choosing today. Maybe confession ain't release, maybe it's the lack of peace, when everything you tried to drown rises up without a sound. This is my blood moon confession. No God, no ghost, no intervention, just open sky and open pain, and everything I can unchain. Oh, I tried to hide, I tried to run, but the night has just begun. And every truth I can't deny still bleeds beneath the blood-red sky. I stand where shadows still exist. No past to change, no truth to bend, just this moment that won't end. And if you ever see it rise, that blood moon in the fractured skies, don't speak your sins, don't ask it why, or you'll confess beneath its eye. The moon still burns, the night still sighs, with everything the dark implies. And I remain where truth runs dry, beneath the blood moon's watching eye. Space, too soft to call a voice, not a word I clearly recognize, but not something I can avoid. And it slips between the quiet, like it's always been the same. There's a shape inside the silence, and it carries your name. I heard it first along the roadside, where the fields don't ever end, just a trace across the distance, like a message trying to bend. No direction I could follow, no clear place it settled in, but it moved the way a memory finds its way beneath the skin. Every step I took away from it didn't make the distance grow, it just changed the way it reached me in a way I couldn't know. No voice to hold, no form to face, just something drifting through the space. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's brushing past me. The wind carries your name tonight. No shape to see, no wrong, no right. Just something moving through the air, like it's always waiting there. Oh, I've tried to shut it out, pretend that it's something I can end, but every silence I create just gives it more to resonate. It follows through the narrow hallway, slides along the edges clean, like it knows exactly where to go without ever being seen. There's no echo I can measure, no sound I can contain, but it lingers in the stillness, like it's tied into my name. I close my eyes to block the feeling, but it doesn't fade away. It just settles into breathing, like it's something meant to stay. No thread to cut, no path to clear, just something always drawing near. And every time I try to speak, it answers back without a need. The wind carries your name tonight. No distance left, no end in sight. You can run across the open ground, but it's already all around. Oh, I turned, I tried to divide what was yours from what's inside, but every line I tried to draw just blurred into what I saw. I stood still in the open clear and let the air move as it would. Didn't fight it, didn't follow, just stood there where I stood. And it passed through me completely, not around me, not behind. Like the space I thought was empty had been filled the whole time. No single word to hold on to, no clear sound to repeat. Just the sense that something known had settled in too deep. It ain't a voice you hear out loud. It don't need form, it don't need sound. Every name you never release finds a way to move with ease. And wine don't choose where it belongs, it carries what it's held too long. So every silence left unnamed still moves when called by name. The wind carries your name, I know. It was never far to go. No matter how I tried to hide, it was moving deep inside. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, let it pass through what I've become. And every breath I call my own feels like it's not mine alone. Now the air don't feel like nothing, it just moves through what remains. Every silence holds a whisper that I cannot rearrange. And if you ever hear it calling through a place you thought was still, don't look out into the distance. It might be closer than you will. Soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way. I'll rise again come judgment day. 'Cause no grave can hold me down. I climb back up from underground, through the dust and through the storm. I'll find my way back home when the dead stop making sound. There's a crack in the Sunday silence, where the hymns don't quite hold true. Not a storm, not something spoken, just a break that slipped right through. And the air inside the chapel feels heavier than before, like a sound still caught between us, settled deep into the floor. I was raised where the lines were certain, black and white, no in between. Every word was something sacred, every doubt was rarely seen. But something shifted in a moment, too fast to understand. Like a truth we thought was solid slipped right through a steady hand. There's no mark upon the pages, no tear I can define, but the meaning feels unsteady every time I read a line. No voice to blame, no face to see, just something breaking quietly. And every breath I try to take feels like a faith I couldn't fake. There's a bullet in the Bible belt tonight, no clear wrong, no clear right, just something tearing through the calm, leaving silence in its wake. Oh, I tried to hold it all in place, every word, every sacred space, but every truth I thought was whole came apart beyond control. The pews still stand in perfect order, but they don't feel like they did. Every prayer sounds slightly hollow, like it's something we forbid. There's a tension in the stillness, like a question left too long, and it echoes through the structure, even when we sing this song. No one speaks about the fracture, no one dares to name the shift, but you see it in the glances, like a weight we cannot lift. No line to cross, no truth to claim, just something bending under strain. And every word we try to say feels like it's slipping out of place. There's a bullet in the Bible belt tonight, not in flesh, but in the light, just something cutting through belief, without a wound that brings relief. Oh, I turned, I tried to defend every start, every end, but every answer I held tight fell apart without a fight. I stood still inside the doorway, let the silence settle in. Tried to find what had been taken, tried to trace where it had been, but there's no single point of breaking, no clear moment I can name. Just a slow and steady fracturing that won't ever be the same. And in that quiet, heavy knowing, with no ground left to compel, I stopped looking for the damage and felt it ringing like a bell. It ain't the sound that splits the air, it's what you realize was never there. Every truth you never test can fracture under quiet stress. And faith don't fall in fire or flame, it shifts in ways you cannot name. So every doubt you push aside finds a place where it can hide. There's a bullet and now I see it was never meant to be. No matter how I held it tight, it was already losing light. hands are cold and bare. A photograph still on the wall, two smiling faces before the fall. I traced your shadow on the floor, but it don't belong here anymore. The road took years out of my bones. I carried hope like broken stones. No one waited when I came home. The phone rang once in the dead of night, a hollow tone with no living light, no number shown, no name to see, just static breathing back at me. The wind was still, the house went cold, like something ancient had taken hold, and from somewhere beneath the floor came a sound like I'd heard before. I almost didn't pick it up, but curiosity is a bitter cup. So I pressed it close to my ear and heard a voice that shouldn't be here. It spoke my name like a rusted prayer, like it had always been waiting there. Said, you remember what you did that night? And suddenly the room lost its light. The mirror cracked without a sound, and shadows gathered all around, like the past had risen from the ground and finally learned how to be found. I said, who is this? What do you want? But the silence answered with something blunt, a breathing slow, a hollow tone, like the grave had found my phone. It's a call from the grave I can't hang up, like fate itself filling a broken cup. Every ring pulls me further down to the place where the lost get found. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dead don't sleep on the other side. And every word that the darkness gave was a voice from a shallow grave. I left the house and the street was wrong, like the world had been waiting too long. Streetlights flickered like dying eyes, blinking through familiar lies. Every step on the empty road carried the weight of a heavy coat, like something followed just out of sight, breathing behind the edge of night. Then the phone rang again in my hand, like it knew I'd finally understand. And the voice said, look, you're not alone, as the dirt began to feel like bone. I passed the church where I used to pray, but the cross had turned the other way, and the bells rang once without a hand, like the dead were making a stand. It's a call from the grave I can't hang up, like fate itself filling a broken cup. Every ring pulls me further down to the place where the lost get found. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dead don't sleep on the other side. And every word that the darkness gave was a voice from a shallow grave. I saw a shadow in the pouring rain, wearing my face like it knew my pain. It stood by the roadside, still and cold, like it had stories it never told. It raised a hand and the phone went dead, but the silence screamed inside my head, and the ground beneath me started like something was waiting beneath it all. I knelt down slow to the soaked up earth, wondering what my silence was worth. And the soil whispered back my name, like it had always known my shape. And then I saw it clear as glass. Every mistake that I let pass was carved in stone beneath my feet, where memory and the graveyard meet. The call wasn't a voice at all, it was the echo of my own downfall, coming back through the endless night to collect what I thought I'd left behind. No one waited when I came home. The phone rang once in the dead of night, a hollow tone with no living light, no number shown, no name. The sky was open, wide and bare, like it had nothing left to care. No thunder rolling, no reply, just space between the earth and sky. And in that hush so cold and stirred, I let go of my last words. I spoke them low into the air, not sure if anyone was there. No voice returned, no echo came, just wham that didn't know my name. The trees leaned in and drifted back, like they were watching something crack. And every syllable I gave felt like it dug its own grave. The world went still to hear me end, like it already knew what I'd say. And the wind don't judge, it only takes whatever silence someone makes. And every breath I couldn't keep just fell into the deep. The wind carried my last words far away, through places I can't stay. No voice to hold, no hand to bind, just echoes left behind. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to stay, but it took them anyway. And every line I try to trace still floats through empty space. I watched them leave without a sound, no turning back, no coming round, just fragments breaking as they flew into a sky I never knew. The fields below went soft and wide, like they were parting from my side. And every step I didn't take still moved in what they make. Not words anymore, but drifting things, like broken pieces on their wings. The air remembers what it hears across the distance of the years. And every truth I tried to send still won't know how to end. The wind carried my last words out of sight, into the fading light. No answer back, no place to land, just emptiness at hand. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to fight, but they vanished in the night. And every breath I try to keep still drifts too deep. Now I don't speak when skies are near, I let the silence volunteer. No truth to chase, no lie to save, just echoes I gave. And if you ever hear that sound of something circling round, don't speak too loud, don't let it go. apart still leaves a mark, and words don't die when they are said. They drift on long after we're led, till everything we try to send still won't pretend to end. The wind carried my last words away from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No return line, no place to hide, just echoes in the tide. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to stay, but they slipped away, and every breath I try to find still rides the wind behind. I don't resist, I let the silence coexist. No first, no last, no final sound, just what the wind has found. And if you ever feel that air, where words don't seem to care, don't speak too much, don't let it spin, or it will carry you within. The sky stays wide, the night runs thin, but something always moves within. And I remain where echoes blur with the wind that carried her. There's a stretch of land where the corn grows tall, but the rows ain't straight, and they lean and crawl like they're reaching out with 1,000 hands to pull you under where the dirt expands. I was warned real young, don't walk that way, don't go out there when the sky turns gray. But the silence called like it knew my name, and I stepped right in, never left the same. And the stalks closed tight when I moved too deep, like the field itself didn't want me to leave. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves and the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear them murmur low what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the rose that burn. There's a scarecrow tied to a crooked post with a hollow face and a tattered coat, but I swear it moved when I passed it by. Turned its head just enough to deny, and the deeper I went, the less I knew if the sky above was even true. 'Cause the light got thin and the air turned stale, like I crossed a line I could never tread. And the wind died out when I tried to shout, like the field itself had drowned it out. The cornfields whisper back at night through the brittle leaves leaves in the dying light. Every step I take, they shift and bend like they're guiding me to a hidden end. Hear them murmur low what I tried to hide, all the things I buried deep inside. I don't run, I don't turn, I just listen to the rose that burn. There's a clearing deep where the ground dips low, where the corn won't grow and the shadows flow. I found something there I can't explain, just a shape pressed flat in the hardened grain. Like a body once lay where the roots now twist, like a memory trying to still exist. And I felt that pull in my chest again, like the field remembered where I'd been. And the stalks began to hum my name, like 1,000 mouths with a single aim. Every whisper grew till it filled my head with the words I feared but never said. I tried to run, but the roads rearranged. Every path I took just felt the same, till I saw myself through the yellow leaves, standing still, staring back at me. And the voice came soft through the rustling grain: you planted this, now you remain. Now I walk those roads when the sun dips low, with a hollow face that I don't quite know. I see new footsteps break the line from another fool, just like I was in time. And I try to warn, but the field speaks first, with a sweeter tone and a deeper thirst. And they walk right in, like I once did, chasing something they should have hid. The cornfields whisper now, it's me, and every sound that they let you see. Every lie I told grows in these rows, every truth I killed still breathes below. Hear me call you close through the brittle air, like a ghost that's always there. I don't leave, I don't learn, I just fade in the rose that burn. Fields whisper, they never forget. Every seed you plant grows into regret. Every step you take feeds the ground till you're just another hidden sound. If there's mercy, it don't grow here, just a harvest made of fear. I don't live, I remain, just a voice in the endless grain. So if you see those fields stretch wide, and the rows look wrong from the other side, don't step in, don't cross that line, 'cause once you do, you won't unwind. And when it calls, don't say your name, or you'll be lost in the whisper of the grain. like it forgot how to die. And every bell that used to ring just hung there, deaf and suffering. The wood gave way, the hymn went wrong, and the night turned into smoking song. Stone, but I was never there alone. The preacher's voice had long gone dry, like even faith refused to try. And every prayer I used to trust turned slowly into dust. The stained glass burned in colors red, like every word that I had said was waiting here to be undone by fire. Grew hot, like something holy I forgot. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the heat. I left my soul in a burning church that night, under shattered holy light. No savior came, no hand to reach, just ashes where I used to preach. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, my name that day, and every step I can't retrace still burns through empty space. The cross fell down in splintered flame, like it no longer knew its name. And every hymn that once felt true was swallowed by the burning blue. The pews collapsed like broken vows, like faith that finally disavowed the weight of everything I was and everything it does. I stood there still, I didn't move, like I had nothing left to prove, just watching something I once believed turn to embers I received. The roof gave way, the walls gave in, like it was where it all begins. And every truth I tried to save got buried in that grave. I left my soul in a burning church for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No holy and no sacred line, just fire that remembers mine. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to stay, but it all burned anyway. And every breath I try to take still carries what I break. The smoke went up like prayers unbound, too lost to ever be found. And in the rising ash I knew there was nothing I could do. Not devil's hand, not heaven's grace, just me and fire in the place where everything I tried to hide was standing right outside. And when the flames had finally spoke, it wasn't wrath, it wasn't smoke, it was a sound of letting go of everything I used to know. It ain't the church, it ain't the flame, it's everything we failed to name, every truth we try to church that day, and it never went away. No redemption, no escape, just ashes in its final shape. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but fire doesn't fade that way. And every breath I try to find still burns inside my mind. Now I don't kneel, I don't return. I watch the embers slowly burn. No faith to hold, no truth to clutch, just what I lost in too much. And if you ever hear that sound of wooden faith collapsing down, don't step inside, don't stay too long, or you'll learn that burning song. The church is gone, the night runs thin, but something never left within. And I remain where ashes lurk, where I left my soul in the burning church. The radio hissed in fading light, like it couldn't decide on right or night. Static curl like smoke and wrong, and then it played my favorite song. But something in it wasn't mine. It carried someone else's time. I swear I left it long ago, a tune only I should know, played on strings I never named, and places memory never came. But there it was, too clean, too clear, like it had learned to appear from somewhere deeper than the past, like it was never meant to last. The rhythm bent in subtle ways, like it was studying my gaze, and every note that filled the air felt like someone listening there. The room got still, the shadows leaned like they had all already seen, and every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. The devil learned my favorite song somehow, and he's singing it right now. No wrong or right, just something wrong inside my favorite song. On the other side, it wasn't played on any dial, no human hand, no radio mile, just air itself beginning to hum, like something finally had become. The melody bent out of shape, like it had learned how to escape the meaning I once gave it then, and turned it back again. And in that sound I swear I knew it wasn't just about me too. It carried voices in the grain that sounded just like pain. The walls absorbed it line by line, like they had memorized the rhyme, and every note I thought I owned had found a darker tone. The devil learned my favorite song too well, and it fits him just as well. No holy tune, no saving wrong, sky. Now every time I hear that sound, it feels like something spinning round. Not outside me, not apart, but somewhere buried in my heart. Like music isn't just a thing, but something darker it can bring when it learns your name, your pace, and takes your private place. And I don't know if I composed the part it loves the most, or if it always knew the way to make me hear it play. It ain't the tune, it ain't the chord, it's everything you can't ignore. Every sound you try to shun still gets inside your blood. And songs don't always stay benign. Sometimes they cross the line till everything you thought was yours belongs to something more. The devil learned my favorite song from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No end inside, no place to run, just music I've become. Oh, I tried to silence it, tried to stay, but it plays on anyway. And every breath I try to keep still hums inside my sleep. Now I don't listen, I don't pretend, I let the melody descend. No start, no stop, no final line, just something that is mine. And if you ever hear that sound where something feels too tightly wound, don't sing along, don't let it in, or it will learn you to again. The radio's gone, the night runs long, but still I hear that same old song. And I remain where echoes belong, with the devil who learned my song. The road runs out where dusk begins, and silence settles under skin. No sirens howl, no horses ride, just heat waves crawling side to side. The sky looks tired, pale and warm, like justice died before it's born. And every mile I walked alone feels like a verdict carved in stone. I waited where the line was drawn, from dusk until the breaking dawn, with blood still fresh on calloused hands, and no one left to make demands. The wind moved through the empty town, like it was searching up and down for something it could call a name, but nothing ever came. The sheriff's post is rusted shut, like it gave up before the cut, and every badge that used to shine is just a shadow of decline. I heard no wheels, I saw no light, just endless stretch of broken night. And every breath I tried to claim just whispered that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, The saloon doors hang still and wide, like they're waiting for a tide of voices that will never speak, just dust and wood and something bleak. The wanted poster on the wall still sways but never seems to fall. My face is there but faded slow, like even ink refuses to know. I light a match, it burns too fast, like time is trying not to last. And every flicker shows my sin, then disappears again. The silence presses on my chest, like it's a witness to my rest. And every truth I can't reclaim still whispers that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, but nothing came to be displayed. And every road I try to trace still ends in this forgotten place. I hear my boots against the ground, the only trial I've ever found. No judge, no jury, just the wind deciding what I've done within. The town don't move, it don't respond, like it's already far beyond the need to care, the need to see what's left of guilt inside of me. And in the distance, fading thin, I swear I hear it start again. But when I turn, there's nothing there, just open space and broken air. It ain't the law that makes you clean, it's everything you've never been. And silence doesn't set you free, it just reminds you what you see. And justice don't arrive too late, it simply learns to imitate the absence of what should have came. When the law forgets your name. The law never came, I understand. No saving hand, no final stand, just dust that writes my only name, where even time refuses blame. Oh, I waited there until I knew there was nothing they would do. And every road I can't outrun leads back to what I've already done. Now I don't wait, I don't believe in hands that come or eyes that see. No badge, no rope, no final claim, just me and what I can't reclaim. And if you ever cross this land with dust still warm across your hand, don't trust the silence, don't stay long, or you'll learn where the law went wrong. The wind still moves, the dust still stays, the empty town forgets the days, and I remain where truth won't taste, because the law never came. There's a sound beneath the floorboards, like something moving slow. Not a step, not fully living, but refusing not to go. And the air feels slightly heavier, like it remembers more than me, like the room has learned to hold it without ever setting free. I thought I left it far behind me, in a place without a name, where the edges stopped repeating, and nothing felt the same. But it doesn't need a reason, doesn't need a path to take. It just finds the cracks I missed once and slips through what I forsake. There's no knock before it enters, no announcement in the dark, just the quiet rearranging of what used to leave a mark. No door to close, no lock to break, just something time forgot to take. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already deep. The past came crawling back tonight, no wrong declared, no clear right, just something dragging through the years that never really disappears. Oh, I turned, I tried to run, tried to say it's all done, but every step I thought was free just brought it closer back to me. It doesn't show up like a memory, it don't arrive as thought. It's in the space between the moments where I thought it could be caught. Every wall I built around it feels a little less defined, like it learned the shape of exits I never thought it would find. I hear it in the quiet breathing when the world is almost still. Not a voice, but something echoing that bends against my will. No truth to face, no line to draw, just something I already saw. And every step I try to take feels like a step I can't escape. The past came crawling back again, like it never reached an end. No matter how I tried to leave, it stayed inside what I believe. Oh, I stood still, I tried to hide, but it moved in on every side. And every version I became still carried something with the same. Now I don't fight its presence, let it settle where it lands. There's no use in resisting what already understands. It's not cruel, not forgiving, it's just patient in its way, like it knows I never really left the things I tried to lay. And in that quiet recognition, with no distance left to make, I stop calling it a stranger and accept the shape it takes. It ain't a ghost, it ain't a curse, it's everything that won't disperse. Every truth you don't complete keeps on crawling back to meet. And time don't bury what you miss, it only teaches it to persist. So every step you thought was gone was something still coming on. The past came crawling, now I see it was always part of me. No matter how I tried to run, it was already done. Oh, I stayed, I didn't fight, let it settle into sight. And every breath I take ahead is joined by everything behind. Now the room feels slightly older, but it never really changed. Just the weight of what I carry finally got arranged. And if you ever feel it moving when you think you're finally free, don't assume it's something outside, it might be memory. determined not to go. And the air feels slightly heavier, like it remembers more than me, like the room has learned to hold it without ever setting free. I thought I left it far behind me, in a place without a name, where the edges stopped repeating and nothing felt the same. But it doesn't need a reason, it doesn't need a path to take. It just finds the cracks I missed once and slips through what I forsake. There's no knock before. The clock struck 12 in an empty room, where silence carried more than gloom. No wind outside, no voice nearby, just something speaking through the night. The radio hissed and fell to still, like it had found something it will. And then that pause, sharp and tight, I heard my eulogy at midnight. Started soft like distant rain, a voice I almost couldn't name, speaking slow about a man who never made it through his plans. They said he tried, they said he failed, they said he carried his own hell, and every word that drifted through sounded too close, sounded too true. I looked around but saw no one, just shadows bent beneath the sun, of streetlights hung and faint and pale, like they were part of that same tale. The room went cold, the air stood still, like time itself had lost its will. And every breath I tried to take felt like it wasn't mine to make. I heard my eulogy at midnight clear, spoken like I wasn't here. No crying voice, no mournful cry, just truth I couldn't deny. Oh, I tried to speak, I tried to shout, but nothing there would let me out. And every word they said in light still echoes through me every night. They talked about the roads I ran, the broken parts of what I am, the choices made in empty streets where regret and memory meet. They didn't lie, they didn't guess, they told it all with quietness, like they had watched me all along, through every silence, every wrong. The clock ticked louder, slow and thin, like it was letting something in. And in that rhythm I could see the ending waiting there for me. The walls don't move, but still they lean, like they remember what I've been. And every truth I try to fight still speaks at midnight. I heard my eulogy at midnight still, like it was part of something real. No future left, no place to hide, just echoes I can't divide. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but midnight knew my name that way. And every word I can't forget still hasn't finished speaking yet. And silence came like closing doors, no voice, no sound, no distant roars, just me and something in the air that felt like absence everywhere. I checked the mirror by the hall, but saw no living face at all, just something waiting, still and bright, where where I should stand at midnight. And in that moment, cold and plain, I felt no fear, no loss, no pain, just understanding, soft and slight, of what was said at midnight. It ain't the voice, it ain't the night, it's every truth we push from sight. Every ending we deny still speaks when we don't try. And eulogies don't need a stage, they write themselves on every page, till every breath you take in stride feels like something set inside. I heard my eulogy at midnight again, like it's been waiting since then. No change in fate, no second chance, just shadows in their final dance. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but midnight said what's already done. And every word I still recall feels like I've heard it all. Now I don't speak, don't resist, I live inside that whispered list. No past to fix, no truth to fight, just echoes at midnight. And if you ever hear your name called softly through the dark and flame, don't answer back, don't try to see, or you'll hear what's said of thee. The clock moves on, the room stays cold, but something that can't be told, and I remain where silence writes my eulogy at midnight. Someone's room. There's a dress that never changes, even when the years move on. Just a fabric holding memory of what should have been gone. And the air don't treat it lightly, like it knows what it has seen. It just folds around the silence like it's part of what it means. She stands where light feels distant, not refusing, not retreat, just a presence in the doorway where the past and present meet. There's no speech to mark the meaning, no announcement in the air, just the weight of something certain that refuses to repair. Every step she takes is slower, like it knows what comes ahead, like the ground remembers gently what was never fully dead. No name to call, no line to cross, just something time refuses loss. And every breath she tries to keep feels like it's already deep. The widow wore black again tonight, no wrong name, no clear right, just something coming back in waves and never learned to stay away. Oh, she stood still, she didn't speak, let the silence turn and leak. And every moment she relives is something she still has to give. The world keeps moving past her like it doesn't understand that some endings don't dissolve, they just linger where they stand. There's no comfort in the structure, no relief in what remains, just the repetition of a feeling that refuses to change names. She holds nothing in her hands now, but it feels like something's there, like absence has its own dimension that still follows through the air. No truth to fix, no past to mend, just something that won't ever end. And every step she tries to take feels like it's already fate. The widow wore black again, I see, it was never just history. No matter how she tried to hide, it stayed alive inside her eyes. sorrow set its pace. There's no argument remaining, no escaping what she faces. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just time refusing break. Like it learned to keep returning to the shape it couldn't shake. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, she stops calling it an ending and lets it occupy. It ain't the grief that makes it stay, it's every time it comes again. Every memory left unsealed finds a way to reappear and kneel. And widows don't just wear the black, they wear the moments coming back. So every look she thought was done still rises with the morning sun. The widow wore black again, and no, it never really learned to go. No matter how she tried to be, it stayed inside her history. Or she stood still, she didn't fight, let it fold into the night. And every breath she thought was new was just the old coming through. Now the silence feels familiar, like it's been there all along. Not an ending, not a moment, just a shape that's just as strong. And if you ever see her standing where the light begins to fade, don't assume it's something passing, it might be what never stayed. There's a road that used to promise it would soften what it took, but the signs have all been withered, like they've lost the way they look. And the air feels slightly thinner, like it knows what's coming next. Not a storm, not any warning, just the absence of what's left. It felt longer than it was, like it carried something gentle in the spaces in between us. Every turn once felt forgiving, every mile felt understood, like the road could make excuses for the things I thought I could. But something changed without announcing, no clear moment I could name, just a slow and quiet fading of the mercy in its frame. No voice to guide, no hand to hold, just something settling into cold. And every step I try to take feels like it's already late. This is the end of Mercy Road tonight. No wrong to name, no wrong to right, just something closing out the line that used to let me change my mind. No, I tried to turn around, but the silence made no sound. And every step I thought was free just led me deeper into me. The sky don't offer answers, it just watches from above, like it's done explaining anything to something it won't love. Every marker feels the same now, just variations of decline, like the meaning's been dismantled, one quiet piece at a time. I ask the road if it remembers what it used to let me be, but it answers only distance, like it doesn't know mercy. No truth to bear, no past to save, just something I already gave. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's falling underneath. It's the end of Mercy Road, I see. It was never meant for me. No matter how I tried to stand, it slipped right out of my hands. Oh, I stayed something behind. Now I walk without correction, let the ending take its shape. There's no forgiveness in the distance, only what you can't escape. And it isn't something cruel now, it's just structure losing grace. Like a system reaching silence at a slower final pace. And in that quiet understanding, with no mercy left to try, I stop asking for a reason and let it pass me by. It ain't that mercy disappears, it's what it leaves you with in years. Every choice you don't undo becomes the road that carries you. And endings don't arrive in pain, they just remove what can't remain. So every step you thought was wide was already predefined. It's the end and now I know there was never anywhere to go. No matter how I tried to change, it stayed the same in every frame. Oh, I stood still, I didn't run, watched the mercy come undone. And every step I thought was mine was already out of time. Now the road don't feel like travel, just a line that doesn't bend. And the silence it has gathered feels like something near the end. And if you ever find a mercy in a place that feels too late, don't assume it stays forever. It might already change its state. The wind hums low through hollow air, like it's singing for those not there. The night stretches thin and wide, where forgotten souls still hide. No stars above, just fading light, like the sky forgot how to ignite. And somewhere between the dark and dust, I hear a song that lost its trust. I walked into the quiet plain, where memory dissolves in rain. No roads behind, no path ahead, just echoes of the barely dead. The names were carved into the ground, but the wind kept rubbing them out of sound. Like every story ever told was slowly turning into cold. I called out once, I called again, but the answer broke before it began. Just fragments drifting through the grave of voices that forgot to stay. And in that space where silence grew, I swear the air remembered you. Like every breath the world lets fall still carries ghosts inside it all. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. just the echo left behind. I saw a figure in the mist with fading edges. I couldn't resist it, reach for me without a hand, like it belonged to shifting sand. It spoke in tones I almost knew, like something I had lived right through. But every word dissolved to air before I could remember where. The ground beneath it lost its shape, like reality forgot its state. And I realized with sinking dread, it wasn't living, it wasn't dead. The world don't hold what it once did. It lets the broken stay half hidden. Every step I take to find just leaves more silence behind. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and every voice I thought was mine was just the echo left behind. I passed a field of empty coats, still hanging like forgotten notes. No bodies there, no breath, no sound, just history that won't stay bound. A child's laugh turned into wind before it even could begin, and every joy I tried to hold just turned into something cold. The more I walked, the less I knew if I was lost or passing through, and every answer that I chased just disappeared without a trace. And then I saw it crystal clear, the lost are never truly here. They're just the spaces left behind inside a fractured, fading mind. And maybe I was always part of every vanished, broken heart, just one more note inside the song of everything that can't belong. This is the song of the lost and gone, where the broken keep on moving on. No home to find, no place to stay, just fading steps that slip away. Oh, I hear them sing beneath the skin of every place I've ever been, and now I know the truth is mine. I was the echo left behind. Now I drift where the silence grows, through places only absence knows. No name, no face, no final end, just songs that never quite suspend. And if you listen in the night, between the dark and dying light, you might just hear what I became, another voice without a name. The wind still sings, it never stops, through empty fields and broken lots, and all that's left where I once stood is the song of the lost, misunderstood. There's a forest that don't answer when the wind moves through the trees, just a stillness made of patience, like it's holding memories. And the air feels thick but empty, like it knows what it has heard, but it never speaks about it, never offers up a word. Yeah. No sound but my own pace, like I was trying to forget something that I couldn't quite erase. Every branch above me bending, but not breaking, not too much, like the world had learned to witness without ever needing touch. Then it happened without warning, not a build-up, not a sign, just a moment where the silence got divided by a line. No echo that can hold it, no return to what it was, and every breath that follows after feels like it's missing